happening, everybody? Welcome. It is finally Friday. I'm the Appalachian American. It's time for the men's room on a Friday night. Hey! Joining me as always is my buddy Tommy Gunn.
Hey! It is Friday. If you hear a lot of foul language, it's because me building furniture is going well.
Tommy's being a Bob Vila over here.
Yeah.
Joining us as always is the author David Applegate.
G'day, fans, air conditioners, and other cool units. Welcome to another men's room. Tommy's been Tommy the Tool Man.
Tommy the Tool Man Taylor. Hey, he's a doctor. We don't know what of, but he's Dr. Coffin Nails.
Good evening. I am not the last Ronin, but I am the last Ronin adjacent. That was a TMNT reference, if anyone got that.
All right. Well, coming in, he's the dad of the channel. Channel dad, Brian Lake.
The conical cooler is on order. Don't know when it'll be here, but liquor is on the way.
All right. Last but not least, he's from Arizona. Anime Night.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Hope you are having a wonderful night. Drink responsibly.
From the one state over the republic of itself, Texas. Tap these nuts.
I'm from the state, the only one that matters. So whatever, I don't care where y'all are from.
Florida.
Texas. What's happening, everybody? How's it going?
Oh, it's pretty gay.
I know. Well, I mean, it is for you. That sucks.
No, I said tonight's pretty gay. We got all these fags around me.
Whoa.
All up in the middle.
Jeez.
Enjoy your state being gradually ruined from all the influx of Californians. So
yeah.
you got that look.
I'm already being fucked.
Not just Californians. Don't be racist. There are some there are some Texans who natively go blue too.
Yeah.
Oh, Atlanta.
The worst ones.
That is true.
Those are the worst ones.
Only about 50% have lubricant.
What are y'all been up to?
Yeah. Just working.
When did this become the fan cast?
Huh?
Oh god.
Hey, I mean, it's always been kind of a holdover. We're just doing our thing, man.
Just,
Right.
check it still exists. No.
Yeah.
Precious. All right.
I saw the funniest movie review ever of Far Cry, the movie.
From Space Ice?
Yeah. Far Cry is so awful, it's dating a Kardashian. Yeah, that was Space Ice.
Yeah.
That is the best movie review ever.
Don't care.
I'm
Well,
just kidding.
Like his-
should have thought of it first.
His review of Double Take was the best. When he was just talking about how the dude was so badass he killed himself and shit like that with a tiger and an exploding gun. He blew himself up while being eaten by a tiger.
Hey, so while we're talking about reviews and whatnot, the image that we're using tonight is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But who really wants to talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You can.
I don't really care, realistically. I just didn't want to put COVID cover up and January 6th on the thumbnail because I figured that would just automatically just bring us down.
Right.
But I think Tap These Nuts did that already by dropping the gamer word right out of the gate.
Gamer word right out of the
My bad.
Well, now
thank you for doing it.
Well, now everything you've just said is gonna tank it anyway. So
hey, it's already there. You know what? My YouTube manager guy at YouTube is gonna be sitting there going like,
"What the fuck?" And don't forget the FBI surveillance ban.
They're gonna be like,
"What the fuck?" And some guy in Fort Meade. That's racist. That's exactly right.
So
we're gonna go off.
What?
Sorry. In the private chat. Yep.
What?
In the private chat, I sent you the link.
Okay. I was going to talk about Tucker Carlson.
Mm.
Oh, so yeah, go with
Yeah,
Tucker first. Yeah,
yeah,
Tucker first.
okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right. What was it? Was it Home Alone when he said Marv said to Harry, or Harry said to Marv, he's like, would you just let me? And Marv goes, so anyway, yeah. Anyway, so Tucker Carlson released a whole lot of video because the government has now said it's okay to release the January 6th videos, the surveillance and whatnot. So, has anybody seen any of that?
Yes.
I have not.
Yes.
I saw this wonderful
Seen
video
some of it.
of that bull-headed dude walking around. I don't want to say like who he's affiliated with because then our channel gets shadow banned.
Mm.
But well, he's not really affiliated with it. The media is just portraying that he is.
Right.
But I mean, not that it's gonna hurt our channel any more than what just happened earlier. But, yeah, you know, our YouTube guy. But yeah, he's getting led around and just like shown what to do. Like, hey, go there. Hey, check that out.
Doors unlocked for him. Check this out. Yep.
Yeah, I've got that somewhere. I'm gonna try to find it real quick. David, what do you think about that?
Well, when I saw Tucker, he was talking about the uni party, how both, they both didn't want this to come out, yet the majority of Congress did. So there's clearly now a distinct congressional Republican Party and a congressional uni party and a Senate Republican Party. The split is never been wider before between the people and those at the top. Mitch McConnell looking at you. Lady Gaga looking at you.
I swear.
Is she a senator now?
No.
I gotta keep.
At this point, I would not be surprised if she runs. I would not be surprised.
Yeah. But
actually, that would be a great thing on the bingo card.
Actually, I don't think it was Lindsay. I don't think it was Lady Gaga. I actually think it was Madonna or something. They've tried to interview anybody but a congressman or a senator or any on the opposition channels, and it's like, what the F? You now have confirmation, right? They said, "Oh look, Tucker has selectively shown footage of January 6th." And I'm thinking, 40,000 hours? I don't remember CNN showing all of it.
Nope.
I mean, it's always a matter of the media now, pot meets kettle, right?
Right, of course.
But it's not what really most people missed, and I don't think Tucker said it in the beginning. I think it was the second night, that the government's been using third parties to selectively edit and release the footage to the media. It's not going straight to the media raw. It's going to an agency or a PR firm and then going to the media. This is the Congress bypassed. What's it called? You know, the press secretary or whatever. And she's fuming.
Jack Pacific tweets like a pissed off teenage girl. I mean, like every 5 seconds is a tweet. Like I'm trying to find something from like yesterday, and it's gonna take me like 4 hours.
Because he's on something. Like
he's
like
got
that one. It's like that one girl who gets dumped, and she still doesn't understand that the problem is her.
You're right. But this dude tweets like he's got to have automated tweet set up to where.
He's got a tweet manager.
What in the world was that?
I think he's got a tweet manager. He just goes to he just fills it in, you know, and every hour it just goes boink, boink, boink.
It's
boink,
got
boink.
to.
Yeah.
God, I feel like we've been scrolling for like 5 minutes.
He's probably got a guy who feeds it as well.
Yeah.
In Australia, we used to call it feeding the chickens, you know, where you get that. I don't think tweet managers around anymore. You know, where you just go in, fill in a whole bunch of stuff, and just hit click, and every hour it'll go boink, 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 boink.
Do you mean like feed the ducks like that?
Yeah.
Got to be a little sensual.
Except they call it feeding the chickens. You know. Keep them in the media.
Same
entertained.
difference.
Yeah, they don't have ducks in Australia. What's wrong with y'all?
We ate them all.
Yeah.
I'll say something racist. The Chinese immigrants ate them there.
Oh my
Chapman
god!
eats
Oh,
rotten
God. Damn, Ellen. I didn't realize LMP was in here.
President
Why
Xi
not?
is going to
LMP
come
in the
after
house.
us.
Yes,
Uh-oh.
LMP in the house. Yep.
Oh man. Well, I'm
The
not
show's
gonna
dead
get
anyway, so you
Why
might
is-
as well pile on at this point.
So what do you guys? I mean, like, what do you guys think we're gonna find out other than what we already know of that what happened on January 6th?
Well, they're showing the
Be
police
ready
officer
for-
alive.
I'm sorry. Say that again, David.
So I said, didn't Tucker yesterday show that the police officer was alive hours after he was announced dead?
Yes. Yeah. Sick Nick. That's what I saw earlier. I was trying to find the bull shaman dude, but that's gonna be impossible because he tweets like a million things every 5 minutes. Where's that at? It was right here. 2 seconds ago.
So was the police officer that they claim was shot even at the Capitol on January 6th, or what was the deal there?
He was in the building.
Mhm.
He met with several people. He grabbed the side of his head like this, and he walked away head down. And then he was seen hours later on video in the police center,
Mhm.
which is like near BLM Square or whatever they call it now. He was sent to a medical center, and he died overnight. But they announced him dead hours before he was dead.
From their dishonesty knew no limits.
So what did he die of? Natural causes?
Embolism.
Embolism. Okay.
Right. Well, shoot. Let me pull it down. I'll find a good spot.
He died of embolism. You know, he lots of injections. You know.
He died suddenly, is what you're saying.
Yes. Very sad. His death.
No, these people are truly sick. They're you think you know.
They're
and then you see something like this, and you realize that there is truly
driving them in.
No body, no event, nothing that they won't exploit. As Joe Biden said, oh no, this is also about white supremacy. And nobody reported themselves worse than the press did on this day, and of course in the years afterwards.
So I mean, it's clearly there. We're starting to get little by little. Every once in a while, you're gonna get something new pop up, but it's crazy.
White supremacy. The only one who got away with murder happens to be a black police officer.
Right. On an unarmed white lady.
Yep, that's you.
I say be ready to watch what comes out next. I believe we're going to see a bunch of indictments coming, and be ready for some quote unquote mysterious passings.
Well, we've already been watching a bunch of them. That's the problem. You talk about indictments coming. Yeah, of course there's going to be, because you're going to start seeing all these people that were indicted are going to have to be set free, and they're the ones that went and indicted are going to be the ones indicted.
Yeah, the problem is with they're saying there's a jeopardy case with Chandler because he pleaded guilty to a number of charges, and even if he got the trespass eliminated, they'll still have to detain him on the other charges. But what are the other charges? They all stem from the one, don't they?
I don't know.
I think they bullied him into
You mean
pleading
torture?
guilty.
No. Call it what it is. They tortured him. He was in indefinite detention without daylight.
Thank you, Obama.
Yeah. In a prison which Amnesty International described as hell. America's Abu Ghraib, whatever it is. Not that Amnesty has any credibility. I mean, they only now and again came out with statements against the detention of J6, but most of the time they're doing the government's bidding.
Oh, absolutely. Also, what I meant by quote unquote mysterious deaths, be ready to see the headline: X somebody related to this person found
Oh, Jeff
dead.
Epps, yeah. Two people in particular. I think Chandray might have a quote unquote accident in prison. And of course, the other one is Mr. Epps, the guy who's now been shown
yeah,
by
Ray
Tucker
Epps.
to have lied to
Oh
Congress.
yeah, keep an eye on him. Keep an
He
eye
might
on that
accidentally
guy.
slip on a shotgun.
Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, he'll. Yeah, Ray Epps. They're finding out he was all over the place. Come January 5th and 6th, like that whole time period, he was just everywhere.
People calling him fat and glowy, yet the media cut that part out.
Yeah. Let's see.
Now didn't the FBI actually admit that at one point they did pay Mr. Epps?
I'm sure they did, but they can't find him anywhere now.
But just ask Nancy. Apparently, she takes phone calls from him up to 6 months before J6 happened.
Yeah.
Everybody has Nancy's private number, you see. That's, just at most, Joe Average can just call up Congress and say, hey, it's Nancy in, and they put him through, That just happens with everybody, right?
Right.
Yeah, if it hasn't been more blatantly obvious that Mitch McConnell is a crook, look at the way he's delivering that little quote unquote speech. Look at his body language, the mannerisms. Yeah,
he has a love affair.
He's a Democrat out in full view.
Yeah, he's one of those what they call quote unquote plants.
Yeah,
he's our boy. He's Chuck Schumer's little drinking buddy, just like McCain was Hillary Clinton's drinking buddy. Yeah, McConnell's the new McCain.
Oh yeah.
In my head theory, I feel like Clinton killed McCain.
J6 community didn't even look at the footage they had. They admitted that yesterday. Oh, of course they're not going to. They know what they're facing. So the problem of it is they want to stay completely oblivious to it, and then they won't have any what's the word I'm looking for?
Culpability.
Yep, culpable deniability.
Oh, also keep an eye out for Liz Cheney. Get ready to see her name.
Yeah. She actually allegedly said that there is no footage, that she had been through the footage and that there was no footage of police officers leading anybody through the building.
And then boom, with what we just saw. I bet you Liz Cheney took a dump in her panties when that footage dropped. Like full on diarrhea
come
dump.
On. She wears boxers. Come on. McConnell doesn't need
look at him.
The kick.
He's like, oh, look at this. According to this piece of paper, we're still right.
It's hard to take somebody seriously who looks like a cartoon turtle.
He
You've got to ask yourself, what fucking drug is in the water that keeps people coming back to vote for him?
Oh God! If he shows up the next day in a green suit, it would just complete the picture.
Right, with a big old shell on his back.
There you go.
I would not be surprised. I'd be like, wow, he actually listened.
Michelangelo didn't age well, did he?
Look at Liz Cheney.
What in the world was that?
Oh, you heard a motorcycle outside my house.
All right. Sometimes
these fuckers. I live right on a road where it's pretty empty, so people take that opportunity to just peel out.
Gotcha.
Which might make sense on why they're breaking glass a lot recently. Someone probably noticed has been probably breaking glass to fuck with their tires. Of course, it's fucking with my tires too.
Yeah, it sucks. So a lot of I've seen. Anybody follow Cat Turd on Twitter?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so he said Mitch McConnell was in on it.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Him, Nancy Pelosi, all that. They're
Romney,
all.
Collins,
AOC.
ASC.
Oh,
so-
She was
No, I'm talking about
shaking.
Rhino.
She was
She was
scared for her
so
life. What are you
scared.
talking about? She wasn't in on it. She was so scared.
Oh my
I
God.
died. I'm a ghost.
I'm shaking.
What's up,
Don't pay
everybody? I'm
attention to the water money behind
Don't
me.
pay
I'm
to the
shaking.
bills. Yeah, don't pay attention to the hundreds of thousands of dollars in bills I've racked up, or illegally accepting event tickets from people who lobby Congress.
Did any of y'all seen the Crowder video?
Yeah, he's going over to Rumble.
Where he's coming back on the 20th.
No, where he smashed the YouTube plaque.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was about coming back on the 20th.
Oh yeah, but he
Yeah.
did 2 of them.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't see the
I
second one.
didn't see the second
Yeah.
one.
The
Okay,
first
but-
one was
but-
just him saying it.
No,
Yeah.
the one that he did the other day was him saying that they'll be back on the 20th, and
I
then
know.
said something, and they went and got the YouTube plaque out of the bathroom and took it out in the
But there
in
was
some
one
field and just beat
before
the
that.
crap out of it.
There was one before that. It was
What was that about?
just a person sleeping, and you just
Oh.
see the coffee cup and everything,
Yeah,
and
Mug
the
Club,
person's
yeah.
dreaming about Louder with Crowder episode, and then
He's
he
gonna-
wakes up and it says, "Will come out the 20th."
Yeah, he's got some funding deals, but mostly he's going to be just Mug Club, and he's going to be have a lot of exclusive content on Rumble.
Now, did
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
hear that information about them finding out the FBI destroyed evidence and they tried to delete the text about it and they didn't delete it?
Yeah,
Because there's a third part. There's a what they call it, the archives. Keep everything you tweet in the
And
government
then
goes
one
through
of
the
the
archives.
texts actually said destroy the evidence.
Yeah,
yeah, and
Kill
what
the
was it?
bastards.
Something along the lines of they had put they had accidentally released classified documentation in with it. Then they got all the way to court and was like, "Oh crap, we can't really show this."
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Chandler, somebody comes out like they did with Kyle and say this guy's lawyer is working for the prosecution. I think there's a lot of J6 lawyers who are working for the prosecution. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they're gonna
assailable
have to.
evidence. That's right.
Something's gonna have to happen because there's people sitting in solitary confinement and all kinds of prison to
There's people who did billions of dollars of damage who got let out after 6 months without charge.
yeah. But I'm just talking about the people that they arrested.
I'm expecting lawsuits from the families and everything. I'm expecting
yeah.
a lot of lawsuits.
Well, didn't they settle the Ashley Babbitt lawsuit? Or is that still going?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because I haven't heard anything about it lately, and then it seems to be, and you can't rely on search engines for data. Sometimes I search for stuff, don't find it, and then 6 months later, it's all over the place.
So, not to change the subject too much, but did y'all hear about the Rittenhouse and the View trial?
No.
So
No.
they have to give him $22 million,
Gosh.
and they each have to write him an apology and say, and in the apology, it has to say at least he is not a murderer.
Nice.
P.S. I'm a little bitch. We're little bitches.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shit, I'd go all out and get them on their knees and everything if I could.
Well, the suckers are trying to sue Kyle Rittenhouse. He's got 3 suits against him.
Toss.
Do you
Watch.
do you think they're going to try to re-sue Rittenhouse?
They filed 3 lawsuits.
Okay.
They filed.
You know, he should wear a shirt from now on that says "I killed a child rapist."
Yeah. Well, there was something. I don't remember if it was Crowder or what. They were talking about how they're probably gonna go after him again for something else, just to keep him drugged down through the mud.
Yeah. Yeah, civil rights. They're called civil rights suits.
That's right. That's what it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Violated his civil rights. How?
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't have the
It's
right
so
to beat me with a skateboard. Yeah. He does not have the right to beat me with a skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
They even said he illegally crossed the state border. I'm sorry. When did America have border control again?
Right.
Right.
Border control. That's a good one. The left is complaining about border crossings.
Yeah.
But of course, sorry.
Go ahead, David.
People didn't expect Congress to do anything, but aren't they actually looking into the Kyle Rittenhouse shooting?
Who knows, man?
About the violations of self-defense. I mean, the principles of self-defense in the Second Amendment. Wasn't that Marjorie Taylor Greene one of the things she was doing about how self-defense is under attack?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really recall, but I do. I think I remember.
I think J6 has buried it though. But yeah, she was doing it before J6, but I think J6 has pretty much buried the story.
It's pretty much buried everything right now because that's all that anybody can talk about.
I mean, even the COVID pandemic stuff is getting buried by J6, which is, I think, what Mitch McConnell wanted.
Right.
Because he and others have got, they're up to their eyeballs in investments in Pfizer.
Well, it's going to be interesting to hear about because they voted today, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Release it. I put the story up on the private chat.
That's what you put.
Yeah.
What do you think they're gonna do?
Well, it'll be an info dump, and most of the media won't pick up their media kits. Obviously, Tucker will.
Yeah.
Probably Tucker and Gutfeld are probably the only two who are going to show up at the congressional media office and pick up the media kits. Because isn't that what a media info dump is? The congressional media office just puts together a kit and says to the media, come pick it up, and most of them don't get picked up ever.
Yeah. Well, man, this is going to cause some problems because, over the last couple weeks, I've been talking with coworkers and whatnot, and there's been some that are slowly opening their eyes to what's going on. And you can definitely tell who is paying attention now. One of the ladies I work with, her husband has got cancer. They did not want to wear masks. They did not want to take the vaccine. They didn't want to do anything. But because of his cancer, because the doctor suggested that would be a good idea, they went on ahead and did it. Well, now they talk about having chronic pains. One of their daughters has ringing in the ear. I mean, it's a serious thing, and it really sucks. But to come to find out that they did all this because of a lab leak, that's going to be a problem.
And they knew well ahead of time the cloth masks pose a serious health problem.
Right. But see, that's the thing. You had all these people that followed the media because they thought that the media had their best interest. And come to find out, no, they didn't. They never cared.
Didn't they watch the Tucker Carlson? Didn't Tucker Carlson say, look at all these TV shows who are promoting the jab. Now look at who sponsors them.
Right, but this was back in 2020, 2019, when it first hit. Like, people were scared.
Yeah, people knew then, but people were too scared to actually do anything other than follow the media. Most followed the media because they were scared. You're right.
Go
ahead. At your old?
Yeah, go ahead, Anime.
At my old job, they were gonna give like us coworkers at that time $100 just to get the vaccine and everything.
Man, see, that's also incentivizing someone to do something to hurt yourself.
Well,
I screamed at my boss. Like, I literally screamed at him. I'm like, that's not cool, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing of it is, and this is my own personal belief, if you want to do something, you do it. But you need to be, everybody needs to be educated on what they're doing and make sure
And
they're
why
making an
they're
informed
doing it.
decision. If you feel like that's the best thing for you, by all means, knock yourself out. We live in America. There should be no one to tell you, yes, you have to do this, or no, you can't do this.
Didn't the congressional, but didn't Congress find out of the 1.6 billion spent on COVID, most of it was, not all of it, but most of it went to fraudsters.
I don't know.
During the second COVID bill, that was 2020, wasn't it?
Probably 2020, 2021, something like that.
Yeah, employers claimed 6 months worth of wages, and then as soon as that was, and then fired a bunch of people.
Oh yeah. The PPE funds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the original
included-
Red Ranger's like potentially in trouble for that.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of people.
he trusted a third party source to fund his business. They said they're going to go after PPE loans. When they did, he scalped off the top and took off with it, left him holding the bag, allegedly. Now, the whole situation still hasn't been, they haven't gone to court or anything about it, so it's not been discussed, but people are pointing fingers at Austin St. John, the original Red Ranger, saying, hey, you knew what you were getting yourself into. And he turned around and set the whole thing out on a video you can find on his YouTube channel that he said, hey, look, I trusted this dude to make a decision for my business. I thought that he would be trustworthy, and it turned out that he scammed everybody. And it wasn't just him either. It was like a group of 300 people that this dude was working for, and he scammed everybody.
They bought Lambos, Ferraris, Bentleys, and lots of Teslas. It's the biggest fraud in U.S. history, according to MSNBC, which is like, wow, they're actually reporting on it. The Paycheck Protection Program, billions of dollars stolen. Obviously, they're building up to blame Trump.
Yeah.
Not Congress. Congress. No, Congress and the Small Business Administration isn't to blame. No, it's Trump.
Lester Holt is the biggest wild card I've ever seen. At one minute, but at times where he does have his moments where he was growing the fuck out of Kamala Harris, though. I wish he would have continued that.
Yeah. NBC's done some really ballsy things lately. They actually went to Crimea and interviewed the Crimeans, but they're not standing by the reporter.
Right.
Which is weird. Ukraine put a hit out on an NBC reporter, and the company has gone silent. Now, why won't you stand by your report? Why did you take it off your website? I thought you used to scream about journalism when Trump wouldn't answer your questions. I mean, this is worse than Trump not answering a question.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for Trump versus the media part 2.
Oh, I know, dude. The next 4 years is going to be hilarious.
I'm ready. I want more of that because when you look at it, they were like literally forced to do some journalism because he kept pounding the hell out of them.
They were forced to do anything but journalism. That's the problem.
They're trying to ignore his rallies, but there has been a little shade thrown between DeSantis and Trump in Iowa. But other than that, they're actually Trump's coming to Nevada next, I think.
Allegedly. I just wanted to hit a button. But yeah, I mean,
but Trump has vowed retribution. He said he's going to go after those who stood in his way of reforms.
He also didn't he also say something along the lines that he's going after he's going to start dismantling 3-letter agencies?
Yep. Going after Mitch, the agencies, and
I wonder who that could be.
Good.
Yeah. He said he was going after those who stood in his way and lied to him. We know there were 3-letter agencies, but they also involved senators, Mitch.
There's one more agency we could throw up there. The GLAD agency. How about we throw them up there?
Yeah, mostly, oh yeah, the 4-letter alphabet mafia.
Oh.
Yeah,
those are the real people. Those are the real people behind the mess of all this in the entertainment.
Well, actually, no. The biggest lobby group in DC is Israel, and they're headed by Henry Kissinger's law firm. But yes, GLAD is up there. I think GLAD is up there, and I do think they retain Kissinger as one of their lawyers.
What's GLAD?
That's the actual name of
Gay
the
and Lesbian
gay
Alliance.
Yes. It's the actual name of it, the LGBTQ mafia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of retarded.
Only kind of.
Checking the comments to see if your mum gave you a thumbs up. No, she redacted
she said message redacted.
She said probably. Likely. Absolutely.
Actually,
don't blame me. Don't blame me. I raised you to be a good boy, your mum said.
Probably.
I feel like this whole Trump DeSantis thing, I think it's a bullshit ploy created up by the rabid media to play off against Trump, and DeSantis he said this, and Trump is like, huh? What? I'd spoken with DeSantis, or vice versa. Because Florida just reelected DeSantis. And I'm happy for Florida. DeSantis is a cool dude. I may not agree with everything he does, but he seems to know what he's doing on most fronts, so I'm happy for him. I feel like if he finishes out his governor term, I could probably see him run for president after that term.
Well, the thing of it is most times they get reelected, they're open for a presidential bid. Now, the thing that needs to happen is for them to squash their beef and him to be the vice president. If he would run with his campaign in a vice president seat, they would go far.
The problem is,
absolutely.
The problem is somebody will say, "But Texas," or "But the Bible Belt," or something, something along the lines of, or you point to some MSNBC article that DeSantis took money from Goldman Sachs. They'll try and smear. The left-wing media will try and use smears on DeSantis saying, "Oh, he took left-wing money," and then turn around and say he's a right-wing nut the next day.
Yeah. Mama.
There's always that, but
she types a bunch, takes too long to press you off. There's also a minute delay, so that's another problem. Between streaming to YouTube, there's a minute delay. So sorry, but it doesn't matter if you say something. If there's something that if there's something that's value, then it doesn't matter. We can hit it back.
We're flexible.
Yeah.
I hope Carla Lake runs for Arizona senator. I am so sick of Hobbs.
I thought Kyle was looking at congressional run in 24.
Is he gonna run on the punch and drywall ticket? Hey, baby.
No. Either that or she's looking for VP, from what I've been hearing. But we'll see, because Arizona needs a turnaround right now.
Well, Kerry Lake met with who was it the other day? Met with Kerry Lake.
Hey, I will be right back. I gotta go help the kids. Oh, my mom says hi, Lucy.
I forget who she met with, but I can guarantee
Hollywood to go into a tailspin.
Mm-hmm. Plus, if you guys see some news about Arizona with Hobbs, just know that my blood is boiling. Just picture that.
People,
like, yeah, my blood. It's like, oh god, I bet enemy is so angry right now, and I'm like, yep, very angry. You could just feel it.
Mel Gibson. Kerry Lake met with Mel Gibson, and he said to Kerry Lake, Hollywood elected, Arizona didn't elect Katie Hobbs. It was Hollywood.
Yeah, because Hobbs looks like a fucking rejected Hollywood character.
Yeah, she's Karen from every 80s afternoon special. But she's a we all know what happened in Arizona, but the problem is, even if you put in a 3,000-man committee to go through every election, you'll just get the Liberals trying to march through every institution and stack the deck in their favor. Unless it's open, transparent, and follows. You know what gets me? Whenever the US oversees an election, they use ID, thumbprints on every election card, and they have multiple monitors on every poll point. They do better elections in Africa than they do in the US.
Damn.
And cheaper. Heck, at this point, the Russian election's looking more fairer than 2020.
Shit.
Heck, the Chinese leader, he's looking more fairly elected than Biden. And we all know how they rigged that was.
Oh god, could you imagine if he came like here to America and pulled what Zelensky did? I guarantee that would kick up a bigger hornet's nest. But he won't, because he knows. He's secretly doing it. He's like secretly like, hey, America, give me more money. Give me more money.
What gets me is what was it? Lindsey Graham talking about sending troops into Mexico. Didn't Lindsey Graham oppose when Trump said that in 2018?
Yeah. Speaking of which, if Zelensky can go to the U.S. Capitol and he's the president of Ukraine and he can go in like casual clothing, why the fuck are we still going to work in uniforms?
Well, here's the thing. He was actually told that he can't appear at Hollywood events anymore because he refuses to follow their dress code. And he had a hissy fit.
Uh-oh.
He was uninvited to the Oscars. He is not happy. He even tried to buy ad time at the Oscars. Hello, wait a minute. I thought you were fighting a war and broke. I thought you needed money. Why are you trying to buy ad time? Couldn't imagine Ukraine taking out Super Bowl ads. They spend money.
Well, he's an actor and he's playing a part.
Oh my God, Brian, you're here this whole time?
He is.
I've been here this whole time.
I know. This the first time I heard you talk in a while.
He was waiting for moments like that to give us.
Yeah, I had to go deal with the chickens, and of course the dogs needed to go out. And
oh, those damn dogs! I remember those.
Yeah, I may have to deal with something else.
You got a bear on the perimeter again, or fox?
No, I think there were rabbits out today.
Oh, rabbits! Oh, yeah, dogs love those rabbits, don't they?
But yeah, I don't know. There was some dog barking up the mountain today that I had Toby out front, and he's like, he just did his business, and all of a sudden he just starts running up the driveway, and I'm like, where are you going? It's like, I hear a dog barking. I'm gonna go find out.
Up on the mountain.
I don't recognize that bark. So I've just been sitting here listening to y'all.
That's fine. That's fine.
But we know Hobbs wasn't elected either, so
yeah.
Well, hey, what's his name? Who's that guy who made Roger and Me?
All right, I'm good. What are we talking about?
My hemorrhoids.
Oh, good for you.
Roger and me, I can't remember it.
Oh, the documentary guy, he was always saying Bush was elected, not selected, not elected. Selected.
You mean the guy? That's Michael Moore. Is who you're
Michael
talking
Moore.
about?
Michael Moore.
Yeah, I mean,
What
they
a
basically
jackass!
told us what they were doing, and that's what they've been doing.
Well,
No. We know. We know Bush was selected in the primary stage, right? That I'm not going to dispute that, but I don't think Al Gore lost. I do think Al Gore lost. I think he lost because he was caught cheating, and he just couldn't lie his way out of a paper bag.
No, he needed to look for Man Bear Pig.
They were.
Isn't it also
cereal, guys?
Well, hey, I mean, look at how Alan Franken got into this into Congress. You know, it's like,
money.
Look, we found these votes in the back of a car. We need to count them. So it's
look at the election of Kamala. Every time they fire her from one job, she gets elected to something, and just goes up, fails up. Oh, I lost my job as a prosecutor in California. Oh, look, a Senate seat suddenly opened up for me. How did that happen? Barbara Boxer, how did you break your leg, Barbara? I like that. Do you remember that when they were when a bunch of people were chasing Barbara Boxer, asking how she broke her arm, and later how she broke her leg?
Oh no! Oh
Tap.
No!
Hey, everybody, be quiet. Tap, are you playing video games?
Yeah, why?
Dude, you know what we can hear?
We can hear it.
You know, all you're hearing is the vibration, yeah, and the tapping, and the clicking, yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all can hear it. I want y'all to hear it.
No, but I'm sitting here thinking, like, who's got a grandfather clock in the background? I hear it.
Like, I've been doing it this whole time for I don't know how many years.
I've muted you a couple times to try to see who it was, and I was like, oh, okay, it's Tap. But now I'm just trying to figure out what it is. And once I started hearing the vibrations, I'm like, dude, like, what do you like right here on your microphone? Like,
I was picking up my arms. That's why it was for a second the controller was above my head. For a little bit, I was trying to stretch my arms back. That's probably why you heard the vibrating.
Oh my god!
No, he died and he was smashing it on the desk.
I mean, it's loud.
Yeah, it's an elite control. Got a lot of buttons to work with. It's one of them elite controllers.
Oh, well, hold it away from your microphone.
Okay, I'll just throw it to the side.
Well, isn't this a great story for International Women's Month?
Yeah.
The death of Star Wars at the control of Kathleen Kennedy.
Well, the International Woman of the Year was a man.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh
It's a
god,
man, baby.
Again,
that was a
It's a
spectacle.
man.
Yeah, second time, wasn't it?
These liberal
Last year,
men are
too.
showing women how to actually be better women.
Oh.
And prettier.
Well, we know how to do it. We're good.
I can't
good at
believe
that kind of
feminists
thing.
put up with it.
Not all.
Us as men.
Well, no. No, you've got.
There's a civil war in the feminist movement. The TERFs are angry.
Mhm.
They're just not getting the media airtime.
Yeah. Well, who's there's a. Oh, she's gone on the vaccine. The vaccines and how it's affecting women.
Women most affected.
No,
Yeah.
she's a. It's like you got her and John F. Kennedy or Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and somebody
Now,
else. It's
is
like
it-
the strangest combination. Naomi Wolf. That's. If you would have
If,
told me 3 years ago, I'd be agreeing with her tweets. I would have thought you're nuts. But I
If
do.
if a man becomes a woman, is that a trans man or trans woman?
I don't know. I can never remember.
Well,
what-
we do
I'm
know.
just
think it's a
curious.
tra- I think it's a trans woman.
All right. So on International Women's Day, trans women enter the room like,
Guess what, motherfucker?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Except it's a father. Yeah. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah. Of all
Yeah.
people, Karen is suing Kathleen Kennedy. What a name, eh? Karen. A lawsuit by Karen.
That means you gay.
So what's that?
This happens in Hollywood though often.
And I keep seeing posted on Facebook. I guess it's in the Geeks and Gamers stuff. It's like every time I turn around, it's so and so's Star Wars films on hold. I'm like, haven't they already reported that?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like that's all they reported. So, does it ever get reported? Oh, it's back on. Oh no, it's off again. Is that what's happening?
It's just a continuous mistreatment by Disney of creatives. I mean, they're not. This woman supposedly that has the lawsuit supposedly quit her or refused another job offer that was worth millions and went out there and then is fired after 2 weeks.
And then they're $5,000 for compensation. Yeah,
they're not. Give her $5,000 for what could have been a multi-million-dollar a year job, and then she's and then there's like authors aren't being paid. Like if anyone, and David probably knows who Alan Dean Foster is.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it was just like they're just not paying him his residuals for he's
decades. He's been suing them. His lawsuit has been held up in California court for decades.
Right.
I don't know how you can do that.
I don't know how they do it either, but I have a good suspicion how they do it.
Yeah, they pay more money. They pay more money to lawyers and judges than they do to their creatives. They're screwing over.
Jeez.
I mean, Alan Dean Foster, if anyone knows, he ghost wrote the novelization to the original Star Wars movie.
Yeah, and Splinter in the Mind's Eye too, didn't he?
And that was the first. That was the first expanded universe novel.
Yeah. Well, that was if I remember correctly, Lucas had him write that in case Star Wars didn't do well.
Correct. If Star Wars would not have been the massive hit it was, Splinter of the Mind's Eye would have been the follow up. That's why it takes place on a swamp planet where everything's covered in mist. Like it's kind of like Dagobah, and it's kind of like and Han Solo's not in it because Harrison Ford wasn't signed on for a second film, and so
there's a part of me I wonder if in a parallel universe somewhere Star Wars was. I mean, it was still pretty big, but they made that movie anyway.
Right.
Han Solo just kind of fades out. Luke and Leia are not brother and sister.
Right.
I wonder if
because there's a lot of romantic tension in that novel. Is really uncomfortable of retrospective.
Have you guys ever Dr. Coffin Nails? I'm sure Channel Dad has. I think it was episode 119 of WCBS.
Mm-hmm.
It was called A Nude Hope.
Are you talking about the fan fiction that they read?
Yeah.
Where they found something worse than. Yeah, I remember that.
Did y'all ever listen to that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I did.
Gosh.
I know I did, but I don't remember. It's been so long. I'm sure I did, though.
It was vile and disturbing on many, many levels. I remember that.
Yes.
No, was it the fan fiction they read in 3 parts? And
yes.
That was.
Well, no, it was all in one part.
You're
I think you're talking about My Immortal.
Oh, yeah. That's
it. That one was funny. That one was actually funny, though.
Because by the time they got to the end, Loudy wasn't on it anymore.
Right.
And Kendo picked it up. And
that was My Immortal is fan fiction so bad that to this day no one knows if it was serious or if it was a troll.
Weren't they gonna redo it, and they only did like one part of it so far?
I don't know.
It was really funny.
It was good.
It was recently, like within the last 2 months.
Oh, really? They did.
Yeah, maybe 3, but they redid it.
When did they redo it on Patreon or something?
No.
Are you talking about the original authors or WCBS?
WCBS.
Oh, okay.
They redid it on the live stream, like at the end of the live stream. They redid it.
That. I must have missed that somehow.
And it was like 3 months ago.
Find that for me and send it to me because I don't remember that. I must have fallen asleep or something.
Yeah, My Immortal, she has done a comic book. She has published it as a comic book, and she has done a sequel to it, and it's by Tara Gillespie.
It was.
I heard it's disputed whether she's the actual author, though.
No, that's her pen name.
Oh, okay.
She's a citizen of Dubai in the United
States.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
That would explain a lot.
But she's used multiple pen names in the past. But also she had had an editor. She also had an editor known as Raven. And Raven was responsible for the rewrite in 2007.
Hey, Dr. Coffee-Nails, I just posted that in the private chat.
Thank you.
But it's a debate whether or not she's a troll or not, and this is on her own website. She has not clarified whether or not she's a troll or not, but she puts it on her own website that she's been accused of being a troll. So there you go. She's taken it seriously. She's made money off it.
Oh my God! Seriously.
Well, at the very least, she's made money off.
Book.
Yeah. Well, if she's trolling, she's making money and being a troll. That's good for her.
Yeah.
She's published it. She's
got to respect the hustle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. She's hustling and she's making it. So if she becomes famous, then so like the other. Don't forget, 50 Shades of Grey started as a troll of Twilight fan fiction.
Yeah.
That I didn't know.
Didn't she write that first, starting writing that like on her BlackBerry or something?
Yeah, she wrote it on her BlackBerry, but she's also but what I don't get is, when did you find the time? You're supposed to be a professional script writer. She was a professional script writer for BBC. That's how she got a publishing deal. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that smells about that job. Like, why did they pay her $100 million for a book?
Excuse me, how much?
They paid her $100 million to publish a book. They made a huge loss.
Gee whiz.
They also made a loss.
They should have paid you $100 million, David. Jesus.
I
wish they would, so you can come over to America.
Yeah.
Buy his book. Buy his book,
movies,
everybody.
Yeah,
Links in the description.
The 3 movies made $1.2 billion, so they got their money back. It's just out of the movies. So
they can pay me $10 million. I'll just take $10 million to not write a book.
Right? Yeah. Life's not greedy.
Yeah. You'd save,
Life is like,
$990
pay
million.
me 10. Yeah, Life is like, right. If you don't pay, if you pay me $10 million, I will not write this expose on this fanfic of you making out with Mitch McConnell.
Shit.
No, that's his pitch to the publisher. Give me $10 million, or I'll write a book about you making out with Mitch McConnell.
Oh, Mitch McConnell.
But apparently, there's been a few people. Let's see. J.R. Martin, he started as a scriptwriter, I think, on Outer Limits, wasn't it? Or one of those?
I think it was Outer Limits.
I think it was Outer Limits, yeah. But he did. Straczynski was the scriptwriter, and then they said to him, "Oh yeah, we'll publish your Babylon 5 script." And then they yanked the deal after a couple of seasons because he was making more money than them. The show that he was originally writing on, he was making more money. So they, because Hollywood is full of petty jealousy.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
But see, you started as a scriptwriter. That's how you get all the bad stories out of you.
Yeah. By working for crap. But like, I'm not saying Outer Limits is crap.
Hey, but at least you get your exercise. You get to exercise your task skills, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
You start off running bad and you get better as time goes on.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can afford a ghostwriter, JK.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. Somebody who constantly meets deadlines, and then when they finally get to sit down at the desk and write their own script, it's who wrote this?
You're saying a multi-million-dollar author would hire someone to ghostwrite for her rather than sit down and do incredibly hard work. I am shocked to learn that might be possible.
Yes, Joan Collins.
Oh wait, you're serious?
Didn't she come out? I'll take that $20 million a year.
Yeah.
Just to have a ghostwriter put my name in a book. There you go, Lake. That's all you need. I mean, serious case though, Star Wars is looking like go woke, go broke.
Well, it deserves it. Are you telling me I'm not going to get Ryan Johnson's films?
Ryan Johnson trilogy. Oh no,
his trilogy. You telling me I'm not going to get his trilogy?
Justin, what's up, man? And he's right beside Brian Lape too.
All right.
Hey, Justin.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin. Is that
the new Walking Dead on the Oculus? Is it good?
I hadn't played the newest one, man. I hadn't had time to play much of anything, but I definitely plan on downloading it.
Okay.
I just joined this because I saw you were talking about how crappy the new Ninja Turtles looked, and I 100% agree. It looks like garbage.
But if you say that, you're getting called the R word.
I'm cool with it.
No, it's the hard R, the RAC. The racist word is really what they're saying, but they're being censorific.
I don't care that they're being voiced by African American kids. It's just how terribly everything is mixed. Terrible.
No, it's because they made April black
and fat as hell.
Genocide.
It just doesn't serve the story in any way. It's just pandering.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like they just took the Velma character and just did a copy and paste.
Nice. Yep, that's exactly it.
Hello. Well, there's one thing y'all need to.
Matt says it's a movie for turtles, black turtles.
They missed the perfect opportunity to cast Mitch McConnell.
Oh my, yep. Just like I said.
So far, the TV's so delayed. I got y'all on the big screen.
Of course. I mean, we're StreamYard. It's like a 40 second to a minute delay.
No, but I mean, like, I've got you like mirrored to the TV, which is pretty instant. And for some reason, the TV's like 10 seconds behind y'all.
Oh, well, all right then.
All right.
Get a better TV.
Right.
Probably just the graphic processor on the TV.
So,
doing the color
question.
balance.
Did y'all know that California, Hollywood, when they make a movie, if it's woke, they get tax breaks?
Yeah, isn't it the ESG or something?
Yeah, ESG.
They get a 15% boost from them.
Right.
If your movie is woke and it's got $100 million budget, BlackRock will give you 15%.
Yeah.
That's on top of the government tax. That's on top of the California tax breaks and everything. So you're guaranteed even if you get to like $89 million or whatever in the box office, you're guaranteed a profit because the wokesters will own.
You can thank Obama for that.
Yeah, the wokesters.
Thanks, Obama.
And Trump was trying to get rid of that, and hopefully, when he's elected again in next year, he'll get rid of that for good. But
the film
until
fund,
then,
look how much of the Pentagon budget supposedly goes to Hollywood as well. That needs to be nixed.
And a water.
Justin, you need to let me jailbreak your headset.
What does that do?
You can play any of the Doom games on it.
Yeah.
For free.
Oh, I can get like porn on it?
Yeah.
I think you can get that without jailbreaking it.
That was perfect.
They got Half-Life as well now on the Oculus Quest.
Oh, Population 1 is free now.
What is?
Population 1. It was a $30 game. They're giving it away free now. It's the most played game on the Oculus.
Yeah. Half-Life Alex is the latest one.
No.
Yeah, I didn't know Half-Life was still alive, and it's been alive for like last 10 years on Oculus.
I want to try Half-Life. I think they're remaking the game now.
No,
I loved Half-Life.
issued the remaster, but they've already issued the remaster, but it's on Oculus.
Did you ever play Half-Life?
No,
It seemed like a game you would like. I loved it.
Yeah, Half-Life Gold, I think it is, on PC, but...
I'm starting Days Gone tomorrow.
You're going to hate it.
Really?
Yeah, you're not going to like it. I can tell
Why?
you that. I just got a feeling.
Man, you say I hate everything, but I really don't.
You really do.
I already beat it, and I can safely tell you just watch out for the hordes. That's all I'm going to say.
I've heard that. I've heard that do not fight hordes. Like,
Did you say watch out for the whores?
Yeah.
That too.
Watch out for them.
Those two, yeah, watch out for them. Watch out for them hoes. They'll take your money.
Them hoes.
Yeah, it'll beat you. It'll beat you down violently and kill you, and then walk away from money.
You really got to watch out for the pimps because they'll sneak up behind you.
The hooers.
Coming at you with that baby powder.
Yep.
Hooers.
Wait until you get the Tommy gun and the carbine. When you have those two guns, then I would do it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll probably hate it because Justin said so.
Yeah, I just read a review and they said get used to doing a lot of sniping.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
You're breaking up.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up. What'd you say?
I said if you're gonna probably subconsciously compare it to like the first Last of Us, and it's not even in the same ballpark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the Last of Us, the first one's a masterpiece. You're gonna play this thinking about that. Like I give Days Gone like a solid 6.5 out of 10. It could have been much better, but it was fun to play by Justin's standards, by Seth's standards. Don't get like
I was under the impression it's more like a Grand Theft Auto meets zombies.
Yeah, it's more open world,
which is kind of cool.
Fueling up your motorcycle gets freaking annoying after a while because apparently your motorcycle only gets like a quarter of a mile to the gallon.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you do a lot of hunt. Oh, yeah, I heard about Days Gone. You're going to be doing a lot of fuel hunting, a lot of one-way trips. Like you drive out there.
I spent more time in the game looking for gas than I ever did fighting zombies or like doing missions.
That's like the longest drive.
I will say there's a scene with a bear that comes out of nowhere, and it's probably, even though I give that game like a 6.5, 7 out of 10, the bear scene is one of my favorite moments in gaming because it's just so out of left field and you don't expect it. Next thing you know, you're hiding on the roof like a little bitch, and you're like, "Oh my god, what do I do?"
Yeah, Seth is used to that bear attacks.
Yeah, I'm used to the bear life. We got bears really bad up here.
Just bring some spare garbage.
Yeah, throw at it. Oh,
yeah, even in the apocalypse, you can't kill the bears because you'll get in trouble.
Right, dude, it sucks.
Can I tell you?
Is there zombie animals?
Yeah, it's a lot of animals in that game.
Or are they like zombies?
No, they're just evil because reasons.
They're just assholes. Like,
Yes, they can.
Well, that sucks.
The story has a nice twist to it at the end. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm. I was shocked by that by the ending. I'm like, okay,
yeah, I didn't see that coming. I was like, okay, and then we never got anything from it. Like no Days Gone 2, no nothing.
I think they're waiting until the supposed deal either goes through or doesn't go through, because that's what I feel like is the hold up.
Yeah, I was surprised at it. I didn't feel like that game got, it had a lot of hype when it came out, and then just like nobody talked about it.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but it hasn't been in a while.
Oh,
do y'all like Seth Rogen?
No.
Hell no, I'm over him now.
He's
Just
terrible.
wondering.
He's gone.
I think like the only movie I like of his is Pineapple Express because I actually enjoyed that, but then I can't really say any more of his films that I like.
Well, he started good, but then he went woke, and it's like, yep, you're out.
Would you like to hear my beef with Seth Rogen?
Sure.
Of course. You like to beat it, right?
Well, not really. I'd like. My beef with Seth Rogen, part one. He's a talentless prick, for one. He throws his best friend under the bus. And Green Hornet. I don't know if many of you know about the Green Hornet property. It was a radio show. He was in the 40s. He was originally tied into the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger was actually his great uncle, believe it or not. And they did the show in the 60s where Bruce Lee was Kato.
Ooh.
And it was a nice show. With they crossed over with Batman once. Should I start to take my clothes off? Is this porn music?
Where you put out the 100 tip jar.
The song is called Feed the Ducks.
If it's essential to the part, I'll do it. But,
David, put the wallet away.
Is it essential to the plot?
Got to have the silk bathrobe and the pipe.
Right.
Wasn't the wallet. I was going to screen.
But anyway, Dynamite Comics. They did a really good job of tying all that together, and they had like the when the old Green Hornet died, their nephew would take it over because the original was a great nephew of the Lone Ranger, so they tied that in. They didn't come right out and say it because the properties are split up and they don't have the rights to the Lone Ranger, but. Or they didn't at the time, but they did a really good job of rehabilitating that. And then it was a really good comic. And then Seth Rogen shits all over it by doing that piece of crap movie to the point where they could have done a good movie, could have been a good, kind of pulp adventure type of movie, like, similar to the '89 Batman or the Phantom, somewhere around there. It could have been a good movie, but that property, that IP, is now crapped up for probably 20 years because everyone's just going to think of that Seth Rogen piece of shit movie. So
this is what I said about Hollywood, how they go out and they deliberately destroy other franchises, and Seth Rogen did that. He destroyed the Green Hornet, and then then immediately gets funded to do another job.
You know what we were doing tonight? We've got the Cowabunga collection, and Matt and I were playing the Ninja Turtles on the Switch, and I saw that y'all were talking about the Ninja Turtles, so I was like,
had to come in. It's like it was just we literally just playing Turtles.
I can't hear you.
I'm having trouble hearing you as well.
Yeah, very muffled.
Probably covering my mic. Is that better?
Yeah.
We were playing Turtles in Time and saw y'all were talking about the Ninja Turtles, so I was like, "Oh shit, we got to jump in there."
You have a Switch too?
Yeah.
I got a Switch. I need to play it more. I don't play it enough.
Yeah,
I like it because I can play like BioShock or whatever on it, and I can just.
I have one as well.
And they're gonna reboot the Turtles another time. By next year, they're gonna be rebooted about every 2 weeks. I mean, how many Turtles things have they done now?
Well, we got the terrible Michael Bay.
Right.
Nothing. I went back a couple weeks ago and watched the original. First and second one, I hated the third one, but the first one was really good. The second one,
the first one's a pretty good movie, the 1990 movie.
Yeah, it holds up, man.
It's a good movie.
Puppets were fantastic.
Right now, the Turtles are doing a comic line with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard that.
They're doing it again.
Yeah, they did it before.
Yeah, they did it before, but now they're doing a different story.
I got all the I went to.
I know you do. Don't brag about it. I'm missing a couple.
All the covers of the Ninja Turtles holding the Power Rangers masks.
Yeah, I'm missing a couple.
But it's like a beloved property, and just to hand it over to Seth Rogen like that, I just don't.
Yeah,
like, I don't get it.
I saw he was attached to it. I was like, well, I don't need to know anymore. I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah.
And out comes everything, because Seth Rogen, he was just sitting there with like, how can I fuck this franchise up?
Well,
let's turn April black. Let's make
that's his brand, though. You see, his brand was built in Canada by making terrible fun. He wasn't a funny comedian. He was so bad. People laughed at him. That's
right.
His brand.
I found him being casted as Donkey Kong was like the biggest laugh of the world, because it's like, haha, you have no fucking power. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm with Justin. We need to
keep him away from directing.
We need to revoke his redhead status. It's giving us all a bad name.
I mean, was Sausage Party a giant hit that they just said, let's give him another franchise?
Well, that's the thing. Everything he does is crap. Yeah. But it sometimes makes money, and then they keep giving him money.
I found that movie so hilarious, and I could see why the parents were so outraged. And I'm like, well, you saw the animation and instantly thought it was going to be for kids. Yeah, that's your problem.
Brand. That's his brand, though.
Well,
like I said.
I don't feel sorry for any parents that brought their kids to Sausage Fest. Because I mean, it's pretty obvious what it's like the parents that brought 5-year-olds to Watership Down 40 years ago, and we're like, that's not a kid movie. It's like,
yes, Mom.
Oh, those rabbits are jacked up. They will give you nightmares.
Yeah, that opening scene to Watership Down with the rabbits being buried alive.
Oh yeah,
you could hear.
No, that's a kids movie, all right. They need to learn some lessons. Those kids, some hard lessons.
Yeah, that's a life lesson, all right.
That's not a Disney movie. That's pretty metal for a rabbit movie.
Shit.
I thought it was fun.
It was badass. Like those rabbits went and raided another colony just to get some females. Right. Like we want some bitches, so we're gonna raid this guy.
There's a dog like ripping rabbits up left and right with blood dripping out. I mean, it's a pretty good movie.
The scene with the rabbits with their eyes red and their and
all demonic looking.
Ripping each other up, and they're ripping each other and tearing and trying to dig through the ground as they're in a frenzy, trying to get through each other. Oh man, that movie was worse than Elm Street. Freddy Krueger was tame compared to Watership Down.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there was some kids that have permanent trauma now thanks to that movie. I saw it at the right age. I saw it when I was 13. That's the perfect age to see the Watership Down.
I think I saw it about 5 years ago at this point, I believe. I think it was either on Hulu or Netflix. I can't remember.
I don't know. I have the Blu-ray, but I love the movie.
Wait, for what?
I still have the little booklet from the theater that has the rabbit language and the translations and I just put that in my Blu-ray booklet.
That's one of the few times they adapted a best-selling book properly.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was well adapted.
Yeah, I've never read the book, but I heard it's pretty faithful.
Yeah, that and the original Charlotte's Web.
Mm.
The Hobbit animation is another good adaptation of The Hobbit. Mm-hmm. Peter Jackson, whatever drug you were taking at the time, you should have stopped at Lord of the Rings and then told them, no, I'm not going to do a
There's no way in hell that should have been 3 movies.
Or 2.
No, not even 2.
Yeah, he said he could just make it to 2 if he did the 3 stories and then the 3 stories kept it right between the Goblin King and the stop at the Rickety Bridge or whatever and then finish it after that. Yeah, and he had a good script. If you read the script leaks, you'd go, yes, why didn't we get this movie?
Yeah.
Because we wanted another trilogy, bitch.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah.
3 movies is 3 times the money.
Yep. Gotta make that cash.
Well, Oh hell, what the heck? Speaking of Peter Jackson, did any of y'all see his movie Meet the Feebles?
I want to see that. I've not seen that. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, I fucking love it. Like at the end with the hippo and the machine gun. Holy crap! That was like probably the best ending of a movie I've ever seen in a while. Yeah,
basically, isn't that basically like the Muppets on drugs or something? Is that what it is?
Yeah, basically like the Muppets meets, I don't know, thinking of some movie where everyone's all hopped up on drugs, everyone's an asshole, sex and all that shit.
The Muppets meet.
I have seen Brain Dead, or I think it goes under another title in some countries.
Probably Muppets meets Grandma's Boy.
Yeah. Oh, like that. I haven't seen that one in a while. That's the one I haven't seen. Like shit, I always laugh my ass off when he reaches in the oven to pull out the food, but not thinking about how hot the plate is until the last second he throws it up in the air. That shit was funny. That's like the funniest scene ever in that movie.
Oh no, David Attenborough is accusing the BBC of not being impartial. Wow. he must have woken up after a coma or something. The BBC hasn't been impartial ever.
Happened.
Well, you guys want to go off the air?
Sure.
No, I want to do this for another hour.
We can go out.
Yeah, we can really drop them more hard words.
That means you game.
Yeah.
Let's go full bore and get the channel just struck from the.
No, I don't want to do that. We almost did that in the beginning because somebody brought that gaming word in.
Let's talk about the great hoax from a few years ago.
Which one?
Which one? Yeah, right. Which one?
The one that is a pretty decent beer if you add lime to it.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, we already did
the
that.
cover up that's going on right now.
It was released, was not leaked.
Yeah.
It was released September 2019.
I'm actually ready. I'm actually excited for John Wick Chapter 4, though.
All to scare people.
Probably
Justin,
not go
was there
see
something
Shazam.
that you wanted to talk about that with?
No, I was just trying to get your channel struck.
Oh, okay.
Oh
yeah, we already
my
talked about
God.
it.
Okay, I'll get your channel struck.
Well, you guys
Peter,
keep talking,
just
but I
wanna-
got to go to bed.
Yeah, late year old. You probably gotta do some kind of ski patrol tomorrow.
I
don't
do.
You? God dang it.
He's got to
All
go
right.
to Hardee's.
I got two more. Yeah, I got to say good morning, welcome to Hardee's.
So what do you like? When are you gonna be free of that to where we can make an arranged time that you can come up and visit?
8 days.
He needs longer than 3 months.
No, a week from tomorrow. Yeah, I wasn't planning on going. I thought I was done. I had one more scheduled time, and last week when I was there, the patrol director said, "You need to be here next Saturday." And I'm like, "But I'm not scheduled." Did I stutter? I missed 2 days. I have to make up one of them. So I was sick, and then the other, I forget what happened the other time. I wasn't, but yeah, the one I missed by being ill, I missed 2 days of work too that week. So,
Dude, I've been sick this week too. It sucked.
It was like 3 weeks ago. I thought it was just allergies for like 3 or 4 days. It was just kind of there, and then I got up on Thursday morning and went, "Holy crap! What the heck's this?" Anyway.
Yeah, being sick sucks. I was sick 2 days this week. All right, Lapel, we need to figure out a time we can all get together.
All right, let the band play.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Check out all of our links and buy David's book. See you tomorrow at 7 a.m.
Bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Later, dudes.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Hell, I got to go.
Peace out.